Morning guys, welcome back to my allotment diaries. My name's Emma, these are my allotment diaries. This is my allotment plot. I've not been here for a few days and it's just rained non-stop, like absolute non-stop rain, which has been a little bit of a nightmare. And I was just completely unable to get here. So if you watched my last vlog where I was worried about all the slugs and snails, well, you can imagine now after all that rain, I'm absolutely horrified by it. I think everything's going to be gone. So we're going to have a little look around and see what's died basically. We're going to play a game of what's alive and what's died, i.e. what's been eaten by slugs and snails. So this is my new allotment plot, which is looking very much alive. It's also looking quite weedy around the back. I don't know if you can notice. All that green is definitely not what I've purposely grown. A lot of that is weeds. This plot over here is my original plot that I've had for about 5 years. I still can't believe how shady it is in this plot, and I was just like happily growing in it. Definitely got more sun now, but this is what I've been worried about, and look, lo and behold, they seem to be alive. I have just been so unbelievably stressed about my brassicas over the weekend because I'm filming this on Monday. It's going up on Friday, but I'm filming it on Monday, the Monday before the Friday that you're watching it. Does that make any sense? Probably not. But over the weekend we just had so much rain and I was so convinced they'd die, because when I was last here and it was raining a little bit, the slugs and snails were starting their invasion. Like I was physically picking them up and removing them, so I thought they had no chance. But look, it's amazing. They are definitely all alive. I can't believe it. Dahlias have not been so lucky. They have been obliterated by the slugs and snails. They clearly are loving the dahlias this year, but this one here, this was growing quite big the last time I saw it. And now, if we just take this off, because I don't think we even need these anymore, it was a bit of a slug defence as well. Now look, it's just been eaten. The whole thing, you can actually see where it's been eaten. It's been eaten right back. That is, oh gosh, was that a fly on my hand? What the actual...
Back. That is, oh gosh, was that a fly on?
You can't put anything down for more than 2 seconds here because something will land on it. And look, here's the culprit himself. There he is, Mr. Slug. I might as well leave him there now because he's already eaten it all. There's nothing else to eat. Absolute nightmare. I can still see some little bits of green, so hopefully I'll just be able to protect it. They are just loving the dahlias this year. Broadbeans are alive. Actually, looking at this, I think I should take the net off because they are getting a bit tall now, and that one's fallen down, look. That's been crushed. Right, okay, let's get the net off. Yeah, these are all looking fabulous. They're starting to get some flowers on them as well, which is great. And also, you know those broadbeans that I thought were runner beans that I planted? Not that, that's bindweed, that can bugger off. But yeah, look, they're all starting to germinate and come up. It's because the weather's just cheered up a little bit. We're just getting all of those gaps. They're all being filled now. So you wait for ages and ages and ages for like these ones to germinate because it's cold, and you've done it when it's, you know, a little bit cold, and as soon as the weather gets nice and you whack them in, they come up straight away. So that's why I like to plant things early, because there's always time later on to catch up on stuff and just start whacking it out when the weather gets nicer. But yeah, these are doing fantastic. I actually didn't think these would do as well. I don't know why. I always think everything's going to die though, don't I? So yeah, and I could see also, this is the salad bed that I had to re-sow because nothing was coming up, and look at this, absolutely fantastic. These are radishes all coming up down this row. This is also, I think, radishes. I think they're radishes coming up. And then there's still nothing here, or is there? There might be a few little things coming up, but it's a little bit too early to tell. It's too early to tell if it's weed. That's a weed, that's bindweed. Had a few comments about the way that I'm pulling bindweed out, because obviously you have to get the entire root out. Why does that keep happening to me? You have to get the entire root out, especially with all these weeds. But the thing is, there's so much of it that I think to keep on top of it, I just keep pulling it like that. I know I'm not getting all the root out, but if you've just got bindweed, you've just got to keep attacking it in any way that you can. So yeah, I know I'm not getting all the root out, but I'm doing what I can. Do you know what I mean? There's just tons of it, is what I'm saying. There's just absolutely tons of it. I can't get all the root out forever, you know. Annoyingly, I still feel like the sweet peas are just not doing that well. Some of them have been eaten, but I don't know, they're just not getting as tall or as healthy looking. I mean, you can see the ones that are. That one over there, that's doing great. That one there, that's doing great, but the rest of them, they're sort of falling behind a little bit, so that's a bit annoying. I can't quite seem to figure out what's going on. I think they're being attacked by a lot of bugs and a lot of slugs and snails and things. I can't seem to quite figure out why they're not getting going. But you know what? Oh God, I thought these were caterpillars for a second. These are just fallen from the tree. Oh my God, he had a heart attack then. I thought, oh my goodness, what are these caterpillars doing here? These are just from the tree. They've all just fallen from my lovely tree. Look at that fluff on it. Such a weird thing. Anyway, the good news is, just like I said with the Broadbeans, there's still time to put new sweet peas in, so I might just go and buy some more and whack them in. I might just keep whacking them in until eventually they grow. That's just going to be the plan this year. Just keep whacking stuff in. The peas are still alive and they're actually getting taller, which is absolutely incredible. I mean, I've never been able to grow peas successfully, so this is a miracle. I've also planted some new ones in for succession sowing and they are starting to poke out from the ground, so that is fantastic. In one of my vlogs this week I sorted out my chard, so I've got rainbow chard here, which is beautiful and I absolutely love it. But I said about all the snails that were kind of empty, like empty shells, and somebody said I've got a hedgehog. They saw a hedgehog poo somewhere. Where's the hedgehog poo? I can't see it. I really hope you're right. It is a bit of a snail graveyard. You see, a lot of these are empty. Most of them are empty. And somebody said, oh yes, well that's the work of a hedgehog. So that is fantastic if it is. I mean, they're not eating the slugs, or the slugs are managing to hide. I can't see the poo, guys. I can't see the hedgehog poo, but I really hope it is here. Anyway, I immediately went online. I've ordered a hedgehog house and some food for hedgehogs, which are mealworms. They love mealworms. So I've got all the stuff coming for the hedgehogs. Absolutely fantastic. And I really, really hope I do have a hedgehog. I don't know where he'd live. But he's going to live in my house anyway. I'm going to make him a little house. So that's good. Oh my God. So for my carrots, a lot of you did suggest putting a board of wood down for them to germinate underneath. Well, I don't think it's worked. Look at that. Full of slugs and snails. I mean, to be honest, that's a good thing because I can get rid of all those slugs and snails now. So they can all die, but there's no carrots there. There's no carrots. The thing is, any carrots that did decide to germinate have just been eaten immediately by slugs and snails. And the only 2 or 3 that I had actually already germinated have died because obviously I blocked out all the light like an absolute wally. So I think we've discovered how to catch slugs and snails, which is excellent because I can get rid of them, but I'm going to give up with carrots. I've had enough of carrots. I don't even like them that much. I think I might try and grow them in a pot at home or something, but no, carrots are not for me, guys. What do I do with all these guys? Oh God. I actually found something in my shed the last time I was here when I turned the camera off. Something not very nice. And I just want to see if he's still here. I can't even go in now. It's an absolute nightmare. Basically, I found a very interesting looking spider, and by interesting I mean disgusting and terrifying, and I put it up on my Instagram and TikTok, and everybody said that it's a false black widow in my shed. I mean, why? So anyway, it's sitting up on top of the door and I don't know how to get in my shed without disturbing it because I don't want to get bitten. So I'm just going to sort of see if he's still there. I expect he is still there. I don't want that to close on me. I can't even be in there. Guys, I'm going to bring you in with me just because sometimes you're very good at seeing things that I sort of miss and you point out. Anyway, it was a girl, according to my TikTok anyway, was saying it's a female, and she was up there. I can't see her up there now. No, she's moved. Unbelievable. That's actually worse than her staying in the same spot, is her moving, because I genuinely do not know where the spider is now. Like, I'm quite scared of spiders, but like a false black widow, I am beyond scared of. So I really don't want to be bitten by her, and I don't know where she is. So we're just going to get out the shed, basically. We're just going to get out the shed. She can have it. I went to the garden centre a couple of days ago and I brought some bits for Einstein. Got him some more of these little fat ball things because he seemed to really like these. So these are actually for robins, long-tailed tits and great tits, and I've seen all three of those birds at my allotment, and also in my back garden. So I've got one for my back garden now too. But I'm going to put these back in his thing, and I've also got some gourmet robin blend. Basically food for robins specifically. So I'm hoping the other birds won't steal it if it's sort of made for robins. I don't know how they do that, but I'm assuming. I know other birds can eat it, but it's designed for robins. It's got loads of stuff in here they like. It's got sunflower hearts, dried insects, soft fruit, loads and loads of stuff. So I thought I'd feed him with this and also the fat balls. So let's go and feed Einstein. I feel bad that I've not been feeding him recently. I feel like he's been expecting it and I haven't sort of done it, so. Wow, that was timing, wasn't it, for Einstein to come down and eat that. Thank you, Einstein. What a lovely shot. A lot of you have been asking about Einstein. He's absolutely fine. I just haven't been feeding him like his little mealworms, but he's been like, I've been doing loads of digging and weeding. He's been quite fed. He's been happily fed, guys. The last time I had seeds in here and mealworms and stuff, something got in and ate it. So I brought a little pot with me. Pour the seed in. I don't know if it'll all fit, but I could just, no, I can't squish it in. I have to decant it. I don't think it's all going to fit in here, but hopefully we'll save some of it. Yeah. Oh, there are mealworms in here. Is that what it meant by dried? Oh, the dust. Oh, that's not gourmet for humans. Let me tell you something. That is not human gourmet food. Right, there we go. It's in there. Hopefully. I'll have to staple gun this shut, couldn't I? Oh, staple gun. Oh, such a Wally, such classic Emma. I've staple gunned it to the table. Oh, at least it's not going anywhere. Right, there we go. We'll just staple gun it to the table every time we finished with it now. Oh, for God's sakes. Right, okay, Einstein fed. Most things alive. Oh, actually, let me show you something that's actually not alive. It's died. And we need to re-sow. Oh, no. Oh. It's the rocket. The rocket's all been eaten. That's actually quite a shock to me because it was doing so well for so long. But the only thing I've got down is slugless. And it's just not worked. That is so frustrating because it was actually doing like one of the best things and it wasn't touched at all. Very frustrating. I've seen one runner bean come up. That's unusual for one runner bean to come up, isn't it? If I sowed them all at the same time. Something's happening here. Sometimes you have to be a bit of a detective at the plot. So this one looks all right. He's coming up, but none of the others. That's not right. Have they just been eaten? Have they just come up and just been eaten straight away? Where are they? Where are they? If I've sown all of those beans at exactly the same time and one of them's growing and the others are not, that ain't right. Where are they? I can't find them. Oh, it's rotted, that one. That's rotted. Oh no. Oh, these need to be resown then. Okay. Okay, well that seems to be down to the amount of rain that we've had. I think it's just rotted the runner beans. I want to call them seeds, but I think they're beans. Okay, so I have to resow all the runner beans again, but that's fine because I think they'll still take off all right. Right, I'm going to stake my Broadbeans, I mean support them, and there's a way of doing this and I really want to show you guys. I'm going to do it now before they need the support desperately. A couple of them are flippy flopping over, which we don't like flippy floppy plants. So I'm going to do it now before they desperately need it. You can see they're getting taller, and as they get taller they're just going to get heavier. This one here you can see is flippy flopped over, so this is not, we don't want them to do that, so what we're going to do is support them now. So what we need is some sticks. I was supposed to sow them in rows so that I could easily support them, but they seem to just be everywhere. So this is going to be a little bit more tricky, but what we really need to do is put a stick at the end of every row. So I'm going to have to sort of figure this out a little bit. Hopefully you've sown them a little bit better than me. Most people probably have. That one's going to just have to suffer. This is a shame because there is such an easy way of doing it, and obviously I've not done it. So you're supposed to tie string or twine at the end of each row, support the whole row. Why am I walking in the bed now? Why am I doing this? This is ridiculous. Right, don't walk in the bed like that, that's just stupid. It's just not in a row. It's just, I can't believe it's not in a row. I'm really hoping that you can kind of understand the logic. You're supposed to sow them in rows and then you just tie the twine right along the row to support the entire row of Broadbeans, and as they get taller you just sort of tie another one, so you might need taller sticks. That's the idea, but obviously this one, he's not in the row. He's not in the row, he's sort of out of it. So I don't know what I've done. It's always a good idea to get the first bit right and then the rest of it kind of goes right, but if you do the first bit wrong, the whole thing just sort of goes wrong. Anyway, I'm just going to have to sort of support them however I can now, so it's going to look messy. They always look messy, my Broadbeans, always. But hey ho, they've always grown really well, so. That is sort of the idea. I really don't know why they're not in rows. I really thought I did a good job at planting them. I suppose I did move some of them, didn't I? But yeah, you can see how they're sort of, the rows are sort of supported, and as they get taller that will make a lot of difference because I'll be able to support them all in one go without having to do each individual plant. I guess the point is they're alive and I think they're probably going to grow quite well. So that's all we care about. What I'm going to do is when they get taller and they start to get flowers on the top of them, so you see at the moment they've got flowers like here and stuff, you can actually see some of the bugs What I'm going to do is when they get flowers on the top, I'm going to pinch it out, and it's supposed to stop black fly. I don't know how effective that is, but I'm going to give it a go this year because I do struggle with black fly on my, is it black fly or is it aphids? It's like little black bug things. So I'm going to pinch out the tops this year and see how they do, but I will share more as they get bigger. But how amazing that this bed just looks so good and so green. I'm just so thrilled with it. Right, I'm going to leave it there today. I'm probably going to stay for a bit and do some weeding and some of those sort of like boring jobs that I don't really want to show you because they are a little bit dull and repetitive. But that is like allotment life right now, is just basically weeding and tidying everything up. Hope you've enjoyed my vlogs this week. If you have, do subscribe, and I will see you again on Monday. Have a lovely gardening weekend. Fingers crossed for a sunny one. See you Monday, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.